Welcome everyone. MW over here. Gonna do a vid today. Gonna talk about about the markets, the macro markets, Nasdaq, US 500, US 30, the Dow Jones, DXY, Bitcoin, the VIX, Nvidia, Tesla. About some AI coins, some altcoins. So those are for last. So if you're interested in the Degen coins, I'm going to do those last. Gonna talk about some commodities, oil, gold, silver, about everything that's important for you to know on these macro markets. Either you invest or don't invest, either you're gonna degen, not degen, either you're gonna buy or you're gonna sell, you're gonna hodl, you're gonna not hodl. So I'm gonna talk about all these topics today, and so it will be maybe a bit of a long vid, so just put it on 1.5 speed if you don't have enough time. If you do have enough time, just watch it and focus, because I'm gonna share, I do this once a month or once in 6 weeks, and then I share my macro insights, and let's see where it's going. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Thank you DJ for the music and the intro, and we're gonna jump right back into it. So okay, let's first start with the Nasdaq. So guys, this is the US 100, this is the Nasdaq, and what are we seeing here? This is the AI FOMO. This is the AI FOMO. This is the AI narrative. Let me call it the AI narrative. So let's just say people were based on the macro and based on facts and just how the economy is. This pump over here, this was from January. This was not expected. So a lot of people, retailers, were short over here or not invested, and so the wheels, like they always do, they pumped it up here and they pumped it hard. As you can see, also, I'm really my most favorite charts to trade are the bottom formations like this one, the double bottom over here, and then bam, there it goes. So I love these bottom formations, and you see on the Nasdaq it worked out really. I've shared this also. Did I expect this pump? No, because I wasn't into the AI narrative. At least I got some signs from Elon Musk and based on the markets, but I didn't expect to be so hard and so in one line. So a lot of people, they just got really wrecked. Okay, well, what's next? What's now? The AI narrative is a fact. Okay, we're seeing this pump from here to here. So what's next? So now we've got a lot of people. Okay, AI, we got the earnings from Nvidia, and it showed us that the AI is real, and that really the biggest companies in the world are really buying heavy into AI. So we cannot ignore this. So it's not only the FOMO, it's really more than only FOMO. Companies are really interested in this in these AI chips, so they're investing in them hard. But the thing that's making me think is, okay, the companies are buying in big, but are retailers also buying in big into AI? Because let's all be clear about, it's very expensive. So retailers are not able to buy those chips, and so that's something for me to figure out. How is it retailers versus companies? So how strong will this react on the chart? So when we come to this, when the fundamentals are like how do I say in English? I hate it. When the fundamentals say A and the facts say B. Sorry, the fundamentals say E and the charts say B. For me, it's just one solution, is that I will go and just trade based on my charts. So the charts show me the way, because there is nothing logic about this. But for now, the Nasdaq, you can see we're almost at the all-time high. And well, what's going to happen? Because this chart is frightening me a bit. Because just to be clear, guys, I'm bearish on the macro, very, very bearish on the macro. So nothing changed about that. But for now, is this what we're seeing here? We got this high, we got a lower high, and then we go do something like this, and then something like this, and then like this until we bottom. Is this what we're seeing here? Or are we going to test the all-time high, maybe even break it? So it's really something no one can tell you. Why no one can tell you this? Because the AI narrative, we just don't know how strong it will be, and we've gotten some FUD about Nvidia. I shared it. I don't know if it's confirmed, if it's real or not, but so let me put on the Nvidia chart. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is madness. I've learned something. I don't care how great Nvidia is or what they are doing or whatever, but everything that goes up needs to come down at some point. And when the earnings came out, we had these two candles, and then it was this candle that came down and then go up again. So is it? I don't care how great it is. Is this the moment for me to buy? No, definitely not. Definitely not. I will not buy this. This had to be bought over here somewhere, or here. This is when the whales knew, and really the big whales, they knew this and they pumped it up. So no, I'm definitely not buying here. And we're at all-time high areas over here, so it's very hard to chart. But the first thing you can see and can watch is just we got this high over here. So if you would come down here, this could be an entry for Nvidia, for me, based on my charts, based on, this is pure TA, not fundamentals, pure TA. So if this thing comes back over here, this could be an entry to buy Nvidia if the fundamentals stay strong and it's for real, and AI is really wanna go bananas. Okay, no problem. Pure on TA, this is an entry over here and not over here, because even if it goes higher, so be it. But this is an entry TA wise. So why am I talking now about AI? Because AI is lifting all markets. Nvidia is lifting all markets together with AI. And why am I talking about this? Because there's something that I've talked about on my Twitter account, and I'm also watching it now, and that's the fact that when we see red candles on AI coins, AI coin, no, not AI coins, AI companies like Nvidia, etc. What I see is that I see a bit of, on the short time frames, I see a bit of strength on Bitcoin. It's very remarkable when we see Bitcoin, let me show you this one. Let me put it on the normal candles, not high Kanishi. We had this bounce, you see, and this was exactly when AI, when like Apple and Nvidia were coming down a bit, and then we see candles like this. It's very, very remarkable to me. It looks like the big money, the smart money, that was pumping Bitcoin for years, the past years. They are, guys, this is not for 100% sure. It's just based on what I'm seeing on the charts. It's like they are very heavy invested in AI chips. And what they do is when they see that the AI chips or companies are coming down a bit, then it looks like they flip to Bitcoin. It's very strange. I've been watching this like for weeks now, and I see that that Bitcoin is reacting. When we see weakness on AI chips, I see Bitcoin showing some strength. So this is my thesis. My thesis is like this: is that the reason why Bitcoin is still at 26K and not 30K or 40K after all the news and everything that's happening, is because of the AI narrative. I think that smart money, the same degens that were pumping crypto, not only Bitcoin, they are heavily invested in AI, and I think that AI is just pumping, so So they're like, why should we invest in crypto? Let's just stay in AI. They don't want to miss out. And when AI gets a bit weak, that's when they sell their AI chips and they come back to Bitcoin and buy some Bitcoin. So it's just a theory. So that's my theory. So nothing. So okay, well, let's go to a Bitcoin. I had a nice chart made for Bitcoin. I don't know why it's not showing, but let me put on my indicator on Bitcoin. Let's see the indicator. You're seeing that we're now on the weekly testing, and guys, we lost the 200 EMA over here, and we also got below the indicator. This is very, 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 very bearish. So for now, guys, it will, in my opinion, chop around over here and maybe even get to the 27, 26.9. So this area is very, very, very critical. If we can break up here, then I can expect some more highs. Maybe we can go up again. But if we can't break this box, then it will be very, very hard to it will be very, very hard for Bitcoin to hold this level. And I think, because let me see, I had another chart. Where is that other chart? It's over here, I think. Yeah, over here. Look, this chart over here, we broke down over here. We came back to retest the breakdown. We didn't even reach it, and then we sold off directly. So this chart was very accurate, in my opinion. So this was where we're going. It was like a rising wedge, breakdown, and just retest, and then come down again. So this is, in my opinion, it will chop around, and we didn't make a lower low. You see, we've got this low over here. Let me put it on the 4 so you can see it. We made this low over here, and we're now currently at this one. So for now, it still looks bullish, because we did break down, we retested it, but we didn't see the breakdown on this level, and also we didn't make a lower low here. So because we got this low, and we need a lower low, we need this thing to come. If it goes below, what is this, the 24.7, and then it will be confirmed, and then we will probably head down to the 20k area, because I hear a lot of TA guys, and I'm seeing a lot of tweets coming by that people expect at the 24k, 23k, 22. I expect if we make a lower low, we will come down to the 20k. 20k is where the real support is, and let's see if it will hold there. So for now we're still super bullish on Bitcoin. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but it's a higher low. So it's just bullish. We broke down here, but we're holding this low. So for now, it can also, because this wedge is still valid, but you can also do something like this. It's possible that we come here and that we will stay jumping over here and going up. It's possible without invalidating this wedge, rising wedge. So this is something that you have to keep an eye on. This is something you have to keep an eye on. For now, it's just you need to put an alarm on the 24/7. If you will break down from there, then we got a major problems. So that's Bitcoin. Let me go back to the market. So Nasdaq. What am I expecting from the Nasdaq? Let me go to the weekly, because if you want to see what's happening, you have to go to the weekly, guys. Always go to the weekly. What is happening over here? Oh, we got this pump. We got 3 weekly red candles, 2, and I think this one will close, because today it will close this one. And guys, this is what I said on Twitter, we're looking for weakness, and this is weakness, because if this thing closes down here, then we'll probably get a lower high, and if we get a lower high, then you have to expect that this thing will also make a lower low. So we'll get something like this. So this is something that I'm eyeing at this moment. So we'll have something like you come over here, maybe bounce a bit, and then bam, then go this way. because it has to hold this level, it has to hold this level, it has to hold this level. So this is the level to hold for the Nasdaq, the 14.5, 14.6, and if we go below it, maybe we get a bounce here, and then we'll make lower. So this on the macro, this is looking what I was telling you guys. We're looking for some weakness in the markets, and this is the weakness that I'm talking about. If we would pump today and close this candle high at 16,000 or more, this will invalidate this thesis directly. But you have to know, next week we have the CPI, and we have Powell, and we have a lot of things. So volatility will be very big. But on the weekly, that's what I do always. I just trust my charts, and on the weekly we're looking very if this candle closes very bearish, and for me this is the level to hold. So if you want to know what level to hold, to watch, this is the level you have to watch. It's the 14,552. So if we will make, just like Bitcoin, make a lower low over here, well, then it's confirmed, and I expect that we finally coming down, because if we will come down, that will also mean that we made a higher low, and then will be until we bottom out and then go up. So that's something I'm eyeing on the US. On the Nasdaq, the US 500, well, same story. It's just same story. You don't have to chart them all. It's all just same story. When we go to the Dow Jones, it looks a bit different. The Dow Jones, it's really, I hate to, I just don't like to chart a Dow Jones because it's so manipulated. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense. For now, it's just we're coming down on the weekly, and well, it's a very strange chart. Dow Jones is one of the hardest charts to predict, also on TA. And as you can see over here, we've got this trend line. Maybe we can put it even from here. And well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're really testing it. So if this thing comes down here and closes below it, you can expect the next drop over here, like I shared you guys. And these are the levels to watch then, because let me put on the indicator. How is it looking on the indicator? Well, you can see it's precisely on it, and if we will lose the indicator, well, then bye-bye. Okay, let's go to the most important chart, I think, to chart today. That's really the freaking DXY. DXY, very simple, guys. Over here, I shared it on Twitter. I was buying. I was flipping the USD. Over here, also shared it on Twitter, guys. I'm flipping USD. Over here, I also shared it, guys. I'm flipping USD. And what did we see? This is what we see. This is what we saw. Boom. And boom. And another boom. So for now, this all made me money. Very easy peasy money. Didn't have to do nothing about it. Just flip everything to USD, and you just make a lot of money. And guys, shared. I shared it, all three of them. And I know a lot of people, they see me sharing something USD, or why are you bullish on these DXY? Yeah, well, I don't know what to do. Well, guys, this is it, because this is just like the OPEC is defending the $67 range, the Americans are defending the 100 range, and it's just how it is. And let me put on the indicator over here also. As you can see, we rejected, and now we break through. So for now, this is looking super bullish for the DXY. Am I bullish on the DXY on the long term? No, definitely not. But I know how markets work, and when people get bearish on the DXY, that's when we'll start to pump. So for now, we've got this one, and then we can draw this one, also shared on Twitter. You can draw this trend line over here. It's something like this, and well, as you can see, you can even make a wedge of it, guys. Just play with it a bit over here. You can make even a wedge of it like this, we broke out, and so now the next levels to watch is very simple, guys. So when you're watching this vid, also train yourself to do a bit of TA. It's not so hard. You don't have to be an Einstein to do TA, guys. Listen, I'm charting. I'm opening the charts all blank, so you guys can watch me do it. We do it together. So this is no science or whatever. You know what science is? Connecting dots. That's what hard. Because a lot of people think that, oh, TA guys, they are very good. They use a lot of indicators. You know, I don't use a lot of indicators. I don't use a lot of uh, guys. It's just simple. Just the thing that's hard, that's very difficult. That's connecting the dots. Connecting the dots. That's what's hard in TA. And I'm doing my best to teach you guys how to connect dots on my tweets that I share daily. So for now, I think that this will be the first real test for the DXY, and then we got the top of the wedge, the falling wedge, and that's over here. And if we would come up over here, the markets will get hurt very bad. Very bad. So keep an eye on these ones, guys. These are very important. Okay, let's go to the next. VIX. VIX, well, we've got this one. I already made this one. We're coming down. So for me, I'm eyeing really this trend line. This one isn't so important to me, to be honest. For me, this one is important. And let's just say, look, it's coming up again, and it will come down again. It's like it always does. Put on an alarm over here. When this thing, guys, let me put it. Let me put it like this. Guys, you have to see it like this. You've got this box. Look at what I'm gonna do. This box. Yes, okay. Let me do the next box. We've got this box. Okay, and then we've got this box. Okay, and let's make another one. Let's make this box over here. Let's make this box. Okay, guys, now watch me what I'm gonna show you now. Watch what I'm gonna show you now. Watch it. Watch what I'm gonna show you. Accumulation, boom. Accumulation, boom. Accumulation, boom. Accumulation, boom. This was the coronavirus crash. Accumulation, boom. Where are we now? We're also in an accumulation zone. See, guys, it can take maybe 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, like here. It will accumulate, and at some point, guys, this accumulation will go up again. And when it goes up again, you know what that means? That means that markets will come down. To the people that still don't know what the VIX is, the VIX is like a hedge fund to protect your stocks when they come down. So in other words, when the VIX goes up, that's when stocks, markets, crypto, most of the times they come crashing down very hard. So that's the VIX. And for now, I'm eyeing the VIX very well, and we're at this accumulation zone. As you can see, we've got a lot of accumulation, so we're just in the beginning of it. You see over here, it took a time, it took a long time. This was maybe a bit shorter time. We got one here, so we can have a bit more weeks before this thing jumps up like crazy. And for sure, when this thing comes up, you can always put this, because it's very manipulated, the VIX. Really the big scammy money in the States, they short the shit out of this one. And when we reach like resistance zones over here, that's when if you are in any short, is to close it, because if it gets rejected and comes down, that's when markets will pump again. Okay, well, Nvidia, we talked about this. Is just, in my opinion, just a matter of time, and this thing will come down. Tesla is a bit different from Nvidia. It's really making this. It broke out here. It came back. And it's like it want to go up again, but it's far from the top, Tesla, so it has got some power. But for now, you have to watch this one over here. If it makes a higher high, yes or no, and if it makes a lower high, and then it could well, it will just come down with the rest of it. Apple had some well, They are in all-time high, made a new all-time high, and then we got a big sell-off, and then it was coming back up, but because we've got almost the presentation, so there will be a lot of volatility coming up. This was some FUD, or there was something happening in China. They refused iPhones in their government buildings or whatever. So that's why you saw this sell-off. And well, you know, at these events it's very volatile, because you know, most of the times when the presentation comes, this thing will start pumping like crazy, and they're promising that they're coming with something new, and people get really greedy and go buying, and then you see something that arises, and then at some point comes down. So for now, this is when events are happening, it's not time to start trading. Just stay away from it. That's my advice, because you just can't know if it goes up. There's so much manipulation going on. When the event is done, that's when you start charting, and that's when you start well, we've got Google, well, the same story. We got Microsoft, the same story. Okay, let me go to oil. Oil, guys, I don't think that anyone in CT nailed it like I did in this chart. It's really incredible. I shared on Twitter, I'm buying black gold oil over here. I made this run, I sold over here. I bought him back in, also shared, not only shared, I was shouting at Twitter, buy black oil, buy black gold, buy oil. Well, we made this rise over here. I also sold in profits over here. My stop loss got hit in profits. And over here, I also shared it on Twitter. It's all on my Twitter. I never remove a tweet. And we nailed this one, but I also sold over here. Because when I'm trading and I'm buying, because I'm still not buying long term, when I'm buying, it's I just higher up my stop loss in profits, and when you get a sell-off like this one, or this candle like this one, that's when I jump out, and it went up again. I don't care. I just don't care. I made my money, and I wait for my next opportunity. And when my next opportunity comes, I will share again. So another thing that I'm very interested in is natural gas. I'm really waiting for this thing to give me a buy signal, because I'm really interested in buying gas. I want to buy gas, so I'm really waiting for the opportunity to do so. And I hope that I will share it also on Twitter, but I'm really waiting, guys, for this one. It's I don't know, it's already at a nice range for buying based on this wedge, but I'm really eyeing this thing. I have to chart it, I have to think about it, but let me just say this. If this thing comes like, does something like this, you know, my favorite formations for buying these Commodities is, we had this low over here. Let me put it on this. We had this low over here, higher low, and this is another higher low, and it's coming back. So if we put it on the weekly and we remove these guys, for me, if this thing comes down at these levels, it will be a very interesting buy opportunity. So everything on this box over here is for me a very, but I hope it comes down to here. I really hope it, but I don't think so. I don't think it will come down to this box. So I have to find an entry. I really don't. I didn't chart it yet, but I have to find an entry. Let me put on the indicator. Let's see. Look, yeah, it's breaking even on the daily. On the let me put on the weekly. Yeah, it's really inside the indicator at this moment. Broke up, and we're testing it. You see, you test it up, test it up, test it up. So I hope it will break down and come back to this box, because it will be a really very nice entry for me. So that's okay. Enough about commodities, enough about the markets. Again, I'm very bearish on the markets, and I think, let me point this out. This AI FOMO, I think that we will come down, test over here again. So it's just like Bitcoin, just like shared on Bitcoin. If you're really bullish on the markets, we made this double bottom, went up, come down, confirmation, find support, and then go up, make maybe new low, new highs, or we have to make a higher high. And for now, this is something for the future, so we can't know. But the first step is to break this one. So I don't want to go ahead of myself over here. There's no need for it. So for now, this zone, this is really this low has to be get broken over here. When we break this one and we break down, that's when we're coming down. That's when we'll go down. But it's, guys, you know, Wall Street are the biggest degens and the strongest bulls I know in my life. So to break this level of bears really need to step in, or the Fed has to be very, very, very strong to break this zone, because I don't think that you can just break this zone. The bulls will try to defend it. And on the US 500, it's the same story. So for now, this is very for me in the market, I'm very bearish. But to get real bearish, we have to break the 43.35, and at the Nasdaq we have to break the 40.550. As long as this doesn't get broken, then nothing is happening. Okay, let me jump into the crypto. Let me see. I made a list. Yes, let me start with engine, guys. Engine. A lot of people are so freaking bullish on this coin. I don't know. It's an AI coin, and uh, people are so freaking bullish about this coin. Well, I never buy coins that are not at bottom formation. So as much as you can, it's my style, guys. You don't have to follow me. Do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I do. So I just can't buy a coin that's in a bear market at these levels. I like to buy coins that are at bottom, and I will show you, for example, a chart. Look at this. You see this? This is how and when I buy coins that are over here. Let me hide so you can see the chart. Hide all. Listen, you see our chart? This is when I like to buy. But you know, MB, but this coin is so great, and listen, bro. Been there, done that. Save me that FOMO shit, please. I've seen coins that have got fundamentals better than engine by 1,000 times, and they look just like this one. So save me that. That's a story you can tell. New retailers coming into CT, coming into YouTube, and they get some FOMO influencer that is getting paid to shill the coin, and he's going to tell you, well, you know, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon because this project has got a new partnership, and it has got a new this and a new that, and etc., etc., etc. It's going to the moon. Save me those fairy tales. Please save me those fairy tales. So for now, and engine, guys, it's very simple. Very simple. It comes down to the $2 range. I will buy some. Maybe even higher, maybe 250. I will buy some. 250. Okay, let's say $3 DCA. It comes down here. I will buy some. I will buy some because I really think this is a great project. So let's be clear about that. For now, I'm not buying. Everything that looks like this, I will not buy. Trading is another story, and you guys go. I'm always talking about investment in my macro vid, so I'm not talking about trading. Trading for sure on the lower time frames, something bullish is happening, something the indicator, put it on, trade the shit out of it when FOMO hits in, no problem. But for investment wise, no, I'm not buying this. Okay, another one. This is what I buy, guys. This is what I like to buy. GRT. This is also AI, and this is the charts. Look at this. Look at this. Mama, 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 mama. Look at this. Let me put on this one. Look at this, guys. These are charts I like to buy. These are charts I like to buy. Look at this. Look at this accumulation. Boom, 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 boom. Went up, came down, came down, came down, and it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going. Let me make this a bit dark so we can see it better. Yes. You see, accumulation, accumulation, up, down, up, down, up, down. If this thing has got the strong fundamentals, at some point this thing will do bloop, and bloop, this bloop means 4x, 5x, 6x, 7x. You know, this is, if you are a degen and you want to make money in AI and you want to get rich, or you want to get, or you want to risk because let's make clear, these coins, altcoins, are high risk, but to make money you have to risk money. It's just how it is. But don't go all in, because a coin like this must be max 5% portfolio, max. But if you're like, you know what, I don't have a lot of money and I just want to gamble on one coin, and either the money goes away, so be it, and or I'm going to make really big money. This is one of those coins. It's a gamble. For me, I buy max 2% portfolio, but that's me. But I'm buying more coins. But this is one of the coins, and guys, do your own research on this project, because I'm not fundamentally educated on this coin, but I know it's an AI coin. GRT is a very old dog, and maybe it will stay like this for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years, or maybe it will even die. Everything is possible, but that's the risk I'm willing to take. But for the knowledge that I have about GRT and how the chart is looking, this is when I want to buy. So I'm not buying now, by the way, because I've shared it. If Bitcoin comes down to the 20K regions and breaks down, and that's when I buy. So if Bitcoin is, as long as Bitcoin doesn't break down, I'm not buying these. No coin. I'm just not touching any coin. I trade it, but for investment wise, I will not buy. But if this thing comes down, guys, if Bitcoin drops down to the 20K or even lower, and this thing comes down to the 0.06 or 0.05 or 0.04 or 3 or whatever, I'm buying. I'm buying, guys. Bitcoin comes down and this thing comes down, I'm buying. This is one of the coins I'm buying. Next one, Rose. I really love Rose. I just love Rose. I don't know why. You know, I have to be honest. I've traded this. I've traded this coin. I've traded this coin a lot in the past run, and I really made some nice money on this coin. I really made some nice money on this coin, and I'm really so. But you know, I don't know why. I just love Rose. So for me now, okay. Over here we're like in this, we are in this triangle, and we also have got this falling wedge like it looks. So for me, this is the zone where the green box is. So everything from, let's just say, from the 0.03 to the 15 cents, I'm just DCA buying this coin. Very simple. I'm just buying the blood. I'm just buying the blood. Next one, render. Okay, render is the same story like engine. It went up already. It went up already. So meaning, if it went up already, meaning I'm not buying this over here. And this is probably one of the strongest AI coins available. But for me, it's very simple. I want it to come back to the 50-cent zone. This is where I want to buy. This is where I will be buying again. Because if you put it on the higher time frame, what are we seeing here? We're seeing whoop, we're seeing another one whoop, and then maybe we see something like this. This is what I want to see. Boom, boom. This is what I want to see. So am I buying here? No, I'm not buying. And by the way, I also share this on Twitter. Are you conservative and do you think I don't want to miss out and the greed is eating me alive? DCA buy. Suppose you've got 10K, buy 2K. If it comes lower, buy another 2K. If it comes lower, buy another 2K. DCA down. But that's just if you are just, you just can't. You need to own it because you're so afraid that this thing is going to the moon and you're going to miss it. So in that case, just DCA buy, because if you start buying over here, you're buying at a low level. This is not a high level over here. Over here is also low level, and this is where MB and the retail fam will start buying also and helping to pump it, because this is one of the, I think one of the strongest AI coins available is render. So I'm very bullish on this one, but these are, let me put on my alarm on this coin, because there is a lot of money to be made on render, I think and hope. So guys, I'm no fundamental expert, so just know that it's only charting, TA is my thing, macro analysis, connecting dots, that's what I do, and I can tell you that's the most important thing to know. Because based on fundamentals, you'll get wrecked. Those TA Einsteins will dump on you, and those same fundamental experts that are sharing a lot of information with you are also the ones that will dump on you. So that's why always be defensive. That's why they just can't get us. Okay, let me go to another one. Fetch AI. Oh my god, this one also. This is also, I've traded this thing. This thing is so boring. This chart is so boring. They pump on you. It's all organized. And guys, I've shared you guys some tips about some people that are exposing these guys, because to be honest, I'm a bit tired from all these scammers and whatever. So I'm not chasing them too much. And a lot of retail fan members also told me, MB, let's focus on charting and everything. But I've shared, and there is a girl that is really exposing and hunting them down, and I really like this girl. I shared it on Twitter. Check her tweets, and then you will see how a lot of influencers that I have been attacking past years, they're getting exposed again and again and again, and really it's amazing. I love to see it, by the way. So for me, Fetch AI, same story. Everything, boom, boom. So this is where I will be interested in Fetch AI. And a lot of guys will say, hey, MB, wait a minute. You're charting now, you're showing us some charts and where you're buying, but it's so far away and it will never reach. I can tell you every range I've shared on Twitter the past 2-3 years, they all have gotten filled. So please save me those stories from no, and it will never reach, and the greed is eating, no, I have to buy now because we're going to miss the train, miss this, miss that. They all get hit, all of them. So if this one will not get hit, it will be the first time. It will be the first time. But for as long as I'm charting and trading, they all get hit somehow. They just get hit. Just how it is. Okay, let's go to VeChain. Well, my baby, you guys know, my favorite altcoin. It's just simple, guys. We've got this line filing. So I expect this box to get filled. So at this box, I will be buying my favorite coin. And the lower it goes, because we've got this accumulation zone over here, I think that markets will need to blood very, very heavily if it want to reach this zone. But if it reaches the 0.1 zone over here, I will start DCA buying. Even if it breaks down, I don't care. I just buy more. This is just my baby, and I will buy this thing at bottom levels. It's just what I do. I'm just a bottom buyer. And then we got this coin. This is, guys, this is really 100% Degen AI, Degen coin. I really know nothing about this coin. Ajax, I really know nothing. I know that they pumped it, and I know that they dumped it, and they dumped it very, very hard. So for now, this coin is really, yeah, it's not looking good. Okay, let me see. 43 minutes. Let me do some coins that were shared by the. If I can find them, let me see. What do I got? We got Chainlink. Yeah, Chainlink. I already shared about this. Let me see. We've got GLMR also shared that one. What do we got? QNT. I'm also bullish on QNT, by the way, guys. And QNT is the same. You know, guys, you know, I'm looking for those double bottoms, double, triple bottoms. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I like. So at this range, double bottom over here, double bottom formations, I will be buying. I just buy these ranges. I just love to buy them. But they need to. Zilliqa, by the way, Zilliqa really is. Zilliqa, look what it is. It's really. I got tears in my eyes looking at this. This is really so sad. If this thing breaks down, I might buy it back. Cake. Same story, but Cake, it's really the it's the BNB on the BNB smart chain. It's the DEX. You know, as long as there are problems with CZ and etc., I will stay away from it. BNB, well, a lot of people are telling me BNB. What is it, the chart about BNB? BNB, do your research on who is owning BNB coins. How much percent is at retailers' hands and how much percent is at the owner's hand. Go do research on that and then start. There is no need to chart this. There's nothing to chart over here because there is one person that decides what's happening to BNB. KDA, well, KDA, guys. When I'm looking, by the way, at these charts, guys, you need to know this. Over here, I was warning the retail to get their money out of all crypto, everything over here. Look where we are now. Over here, I was warning everyone to get out. My whole, I've got like 15k tweets that can show that. Oh yeah, VRA. Well, I'm gonna buy this coin. It's this coin has got a big community, guys. It really has got a big community. So if this thing comes back to this box over here, I will be buying. I will be buying and holding. It really has got a very strong. You've got Rio, same also. If it comes to the green box, I will be buying. You've got Trias also, guys. I don't know a lot about these coins, but it's just based on charts. This one I'm not buying, by the way, only the green box. Guys, I want to thank you very much for watching this vid. I think that you guys have gained some knowledge, gained some, maybe, you know, since I'm making these vids, and I'm not making a lot of vids anymore, maybe once in a couple of weeks, and when I've got more time I will do more. But you know, the thing about making these vids, what I love is this. When people, retailers, most of them are struggling with greed, and when they're struggling with greed, they really have they just need their money to get into some bags, because there's always someone telling them that everything is so cheap, and maybe it's cheap for the moment and it can bounce at 10, 20, 30%. That's possible, by the way. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but for trading wise, fine. If there is a coin and maybe you can get a bounce rate, fine. But for investment wise, no, for me. And when I can help some retailer thinking, hey, wait a minute, I've watched MB's vid, and well, he gave me some rust, and maybe he's right, and maybe I need to wait, or maybe I need to be cautious, or maybe I'm greedy and I'm already holding a lot of bags. Let me get some cash aside what if MB's bottoms will get hit. I have to have some cash to buy at lower levels to lower my average down. So there's nothing wrong by buying now if you want to buy now, but when you need to have cash to buy more if it comes down. So this thesis is very important, and I'm very happy to have helped a lot of people, because like I was sharing to you guys, everyone that was buying over that sold with me over here, and they are all this time not buying because they didn't buy here, they didn't buy here, they didn't buy here, they just didn't buy. They're still waiting. Well, look at this. They're still waiting. I love you guys. I really love you guys. Because why? It's not about me being right or wrong. You know, you can tell me MB or the best and you nail it, and every prediction you made is almost coming, almost all your predictions are coming out, and you saved us so much money by not FOMOing, and you helped us a lot, and etc. etc. I love you guys. I just love you guys. As long as you guys don't lose money on those scammy influencers and scammy wheels, I love you guys. I don't need your money. I don't need nothing. I never ask someone for money. And since I'm on social media, I can honestly watch myself in the mirror and say, I never took a dime from anyone. And if anyone wants to show me that I never took a dime from anyone, and I really love it that way. I make my money trading and fighting these wheels on the exchanges. That's how we make money. So for now, what I wanted to say, what I do ask from you, and that's just a small thing, is this vid. We're getting buried on Twitter and I'm getting buried on YouTube, and I don't care about that because I'm not making any money on YouTube or on Twitter. But what's important for me is that retailers like you that are watching me and following me and saved yourself and are in defense style and didn't lose your money and have enough cash to buy the dips and buy the crashes. The only thing I ask is that we can reach other retailers that are getting, well, I'm not going to swear, that are getting screwed by these guys and getting wrecked. We need to reach these guys, and we can only reach these guys if we need to get into those posts. And you don't have to be nasty or you have to be rude to anyone. You have to call someone names. just be nice, and there's nothing wrong by just, hey guys, listen, we've got M. Wilker, we're following this guy, this is a solid guy, and you need to watch his vids, or you need to watch his charts, or follow him on Twitter. And that's how we can grow as a community. That's how we can grow as a community. That's all I ask back, and nothing more, nothing less. I wish you guys a nice one. Have a nice one, and bye bye.